Hey guys, what's up? It's iFlynn here, and I thought I would make a channel update video because for those of you who have been paying attention to my channel, or you're a big fan, you've been following it closely, maybe you're looking forward to the next episode of the beginner guide series that I have started for this year, well then you would have noticed that I haven't really been making a lot of content on either YouTube or Twitch recently, and the reason for that is I really burnt myself out hard on the whole, online creative industry, I guess you could say. I was around for TennoCon and stuff like that, but everything before that, it was just, your sort of basic content, keep your head above the water, go-to guides for like how to get whatever Warframe or how to play whatever Warframe, and there wasn't really anything like unique coming from my channel, right? And if there's nothing unique coming from a channel, there's no real reason to subscribe. Like if you're just posting pretty similar content every single day or every single week or whatever, then there's no real reason to subscribe to that channel for a unique experience from a video, because it's just like a guide or something, right? You Google it, you look it up, you find out the information that you need to find out, and then you click off and then you go about doing whatever it is that you're doing, unless those guides are made super consistently and they're super high quality and they're super good and all that stuff, which, like the super casual guides for Warframe, they tend to work pretty well because I can just like run from place to place and say, oh yeah, you go here, you get this, and then you do that, and then if you're struggling, then you might want to consider doing this thing, and that's pretty a-okay. But from a creative point, like, I don't know, I just think that I haven't been doing well on my YouTube channel and on my Twitch channel. Like, my drive to play Warframe every single day on live stream has definitely dwindled this year, simply because I have done everything in this game apart from currently farming Wukong and then maybe some Arcanes and K-Drive challenges and stuff like that, which honestly, getting Wukong Prime and the Prime weapons that came with him, they're on my to-do list, but the rest is just kind of like side noise. Like if I get it done while I'm casually playing, that's fun, that's cool, but it's not something that I'm going to go out of my way to do type of thing. So yeah, my drive to play Warframe on stream has just been dwindling, or has already dwindled until new content comes out. And this year for Warframe content has been extremely slow. Like, I'm super excited for everything to come with Empyrean and the new war, and I still want to make my beginner guide series and of course other guides that I have, like the how to play guides and the how to get guides and stuff like that. But I feel like, I need to take a step in a different direction, and I need to do that sooner rather than later, right? Like I was talking earlier this year about, if Railjet comes out and it isn't all that it's hyped up to be, we'll maybe consider completely breaking away from Warframe. And after some careful thought and reconsideration, I don't necessarily have to do that. Like, I don't have to break myself away from Warframe entirely. I can kind of like pivot my content in a different direction, and that's definitely okay as well. Make myself known for something else alongside of Warframe, because the Warframe stuff, it's always going to be there, right? Warframe, I don't think it's going to evolve that much in the coming years if it is still around, which I'm pretty confident it will be, because it's a great game. The developers put out a lot of content and stuff like that, and by no means am I quitting Warframe before anyone takes this video as, oh, you're quitting Warframe, you're not going to play it that much anymore. I mean, I still want to play this game type of thing. It's just there's not a lot of content in it for me to play it every single day like I used to, and that is perfectly normal. I'm still a big fan of the game. I still want to make the guide content for the game to, keep my hand in type of thing, or my head above water with Warframe, and that's what I'm going to be doing. But in terms of posting other content on the channel and making more content that I enjoy, giving myself more creative freedom, I want to try to branch out into things like Apex Legends and also Rainbow Six Siege, because back in the day, whenever I was like 16 or something, before I started the whole Warframe YouTube thing, my favorite pastime was to play Call of Duty and try to get like really good gameplay clips to upload to YouTube, right? And I still enjoy doing that with Siege and with Apex, like just getting really cool plays to showcase in maybe a guide video for those games, or even like if I just put together a really well edited gameplay video for those. So I think for me, the current direction for the channel is I want to get out my beginner guide videos every single week, and that'll be the one goal that I want to kind of hold myself to. while also making, you know, that other content that I really, really enjoy making, the more content that I'm more passionate about, really, with Apex and then Rainbow Six Siege. Obviously, we have Borderlands 3 coming out in September as well. I'm super excited to play in that. I'm a big fan of the Borderlands franchise, and you could expect, you know, a playthrough and live streams and stuff on that, because, I mean, I'm excited for Borderlands 3. Whenever I watch the Railjack gameplay, I get reminded of Borderlands 3, and it makes me a lot more excited for Borderlands 3. The big, like, fear that I have at the minute, though, is that Railjack and also Borderlands 3 is going to come out at the same time, because I've heard a lot of people talking about Railjack potentially coming out in September or October. Not too sure if that's true, but if it is, I'm going to be between a rock and a hard place, because I'm going to want to play Borderlands 3, but I'm also going to want to play Empyrean, right? And I'm also going to want to invest myself heavily into either or. So, you know, it's going to be hard to sort of choose between the two. I want to, like, jump into Borderlands 3 because, you know, it's Borderlands 3 and there's going to be a lot of content in it that's new. There's going to be a lot of new legendary weapons and stuff like that. I want to make guide videos for that, how to get all the legendaries, you know, build guides and stuff like that for the different characters, and, you know, killing the invincible bosses and stuff like that. I think that'll be fun to do, especially, you know, with a game like Borderlands, because I love the franchise to pieces. I want to make my guide videos and gameplay videos for Apex Legends and Rainbow Six Siege, because those are more like passion projects, I guess you could say. And then I also want to, you know, stay in tap with my Warframe beginner guide stuff, because I'm still on track for getting those 50 free episodes out for my beginner guides this year. The next episode is going to be coming out this week. It is pretty much almost done. I've made a lot of progress on the Warframe Beginner Guide Handbook as well. So if you guys don't know, I have like a little handbook that I link in the description of those beginner guide videos. It's a PDF. I'm also going to provide you guys with a Word file, because I have added in like a little contents page, which you can use to, you know, jump to a certain area in the document just by clicking on it, right? So that Word document or PDF, whatever form you use it in, is going to have pretty much everything. It's going to give you visual demonstrations. It's going to go through, you know, how to get platinum. It's going to go through, you know, what order you should do everything in the star chart, what weapons you should be picking up, what things you should consider visiting a planet for the first time, and all that stuff, explaining basic mechanics. It's just meant to sort of be something that you can read and then understand Warframe in its simplest terms, right? It's something that makes a super complicated game seem super simple. Like, it's really, really bullet pointy. Like, okay, Grenier are weak to corrosive and fire, or corrosive and cold, radiation, toxin, whatever the case may be. You know, it's just meant to make things simple for you. The most complicated part, I feel, for the handbook is probably going to be where to farm mods and stuff like that, because, you know, there's a lot of mods that you need, and there's also a lot of different locations that you can go to farm a lot of different mods. So yeah, there's also me trying to figure out like what is best to recommend a new and beginning player, because things that were best last year are totally different this year. Like, for example, you know, farming Orkin reactors and Orkin catalysts, it's a lot easier now with Nightwave. So I have to explain the whole Nightwave system in it. I have to explain that you use the Nightwave credits, whatever they may be called at that particular time, that it changes. You use these Nightwave credits to buy the Orkin reactors and Orkin catalysts, and then you also have to, you know, do the challenges to get the reactors that Nightwave actually gives away as a specific reward, and explain all the different rewards in Nightwave and stuff like that. So, you know, the game throws a lot in your face from the get-go, and I feel like it's important for every single player who jumps into the game to understand what it is that they're looking at as they are looking at it, right? So before you open up Nightwave, you should have a good idea of what Forma is and what Forma does, what Orkin reactors are, what Orkin catalysts are, and stuff like that. I think that that's really, really important. Everything like that you can access prior to Second Dream is going to be explained in like the first half of this document, right? And then after Second Dream, whenever things start to get more spoilerish, then, you know, obviously things are going to be sort of out of whack a little bit, and finding the correct way to do that so I don't spoil the game for people is very, very important too. So yeah, like, I don't really know what else to say other than I'm going to be experimenting with putting different types of content on the channel. It's not going to be low effort stuff because I've kind of took myself away from the whole low effort stuff. The only low effort stuff that you're going to see on the channel anymore as my phone goes off is going to be like the likes of, you know, how to get Warframe videos, how to play Warframe videos. I wouldn't necessarily say that the spy guides are low effort, but those are still going to be a thing as well. Just little videos here and there for Warframe that are going to run in line with beginner guides to further explain something that you may be confused about, because this game is very, very tedious, very, very confusing. It's got a lot of stuff in it, and, you know, you can never explain something too many times to a person and show them all the different ways of doing things, at least in my opinion. Like, there's no such thing as a stupid question unless that stupid question has been asked like literally a second before and answered on a live stream, then you're asking it again in the chat. That's a personal gripe that I have of Warframe streaming. You know, people asking, you know, they'll say, hey, what's a Saren build? And I'll answer that question. I'll show it on screen. Then another guy comes in like 5 seconds later after I show it, what's a Saren build? You know, that type of thing. But yeah, hopefully turn it into this sort of multi-purpose guide channel. I don't know. It's hard having, like, you know, passions outside of Warframe. Warframe is a super fun game. I'm thankful for the developers. I'm thankful for this game existing. I'm thankful for this game making my whole YouTube and Twitch career possible, and network's not responding for some reason. I'm super thankful for it. I'm grateful that this game exists. I'm grateful that DE exists, and I'm always going to stay loyal to them by posting, you know, my weekly Warframe content, I guess you could say. But there's definitely going to be a shift in content on the channel, and I hope that that is okay with the majority of people who are watching this video who are, you know, interested. If not, and you're only subscribed for Warframe, I will totally understand if you unsubscribe. But look at this period. I want to say for the next couple of months until the end of the year, really, where I'm posting different content on the YouTube channel. Think of it kind of as me collecting data for what works in my channel and what doesn't, you know, weighing what I'm super passionate about and that I enjoy off making Warframe videos and off, you know, doing Warframe streams and stuff like that, experimenting with putting that onto the channel and then seeing how that works. If it doesn't work out, then, you know, we can go back to just Warframe in this channel, and then I can maybe consider making a second channel. But until, you know, 2020 comes around, I know like last year I was talking about 2019 is going to be the best year ever, but a lot of shit happened to me and my family at the beginning of this year, and that kind of was a punch in the teeth, right? So that kind of demotivated me from making content. And then there's the whole, you know, Warframe burnout, which turned into creative burnout, I guess you could say. I even distanced myself or isolated myself from a lot of other content creators in the industry because I felt bad for, you know, not uploading, for lacking behind, basically. So I unfollowed like everybody in Twitch and everybody in Twitter just to sort of give myself peace of mind that anytime that I opened up Twitter or anytime that I opened up Twitch, you know, I wasn't like beating myself down type of thing. So yeah, but I'm back at it now and I've got a different mindset. The viewer definitely comes first, the community comes first, and that's what I want to get more into again, building the community and having a good time, really. So that's what it's all about, you know, helping people out, having a good time, because I don't know, life's too short. You got to make the most of it, right? So yeah, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you for checking it out. I know that this isn't like, it doesn't have any sort of direction to it. It's kind of just me rambling about the channel and what I can do better. But I think that being able to reflect on, you know, your current year so far, or the current year, is it's an important skill to have, because it can make the last couple of months, which to me are the months that matter, but then again, every single month should matter, right? It can make them that much better. So, you know, you got to make short-term sacrifices to avoid long-term burnout, because I think it would be a shame if I didn't take that big break and I just ran myself into the ground even more and, you know, just completely killed off either my YouTube channel or my Twitch channel, because I don't know, you guys might not feel like that's happening, but, you know, being the person who is invested in my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel every single day. I can definitely see it happening if I kept on going on the way that I was going on, type of thing. So yeah, expect Warframe Beginner Guide episode 7 to be coming out this week. I know you guys are super excited and you're looking forward to that. And then obviously the production of those videos is going to ramp up again because I've streamlined the process for making them too. So yeah, like I said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead, hit that like button below. If you want to see more Warframe content from me, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.